Conarium is an indie adventure game set in a world inspired by H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountain of Madness novel. The story is set largely after the original, playing as the character Frank Gilman, a research scientist working alongside a small team stationed in the Antarctica, attempting to push the boundaries of nature and life itself after strange events occur during the expedition you start your journey. Awakening with pain and confusion. Gone are the moments of what happened in the team in which you once worked alongside. With the memory and confusion looming, you set off on a journey of your own to find out the truth and answers to your ever-growing list of questions. Exploring the Antarctic base as well as experiencing dreams and visions along the way, you will find yourself stumbling upon clues and unlocking secrets. The gameplay encourages exploration, throwing you in at the deep end with little explanation of what is going on. It almost drip feeds you just enough story around every turn to keep you interested and intrigued as to what's going to happen next. Although the main plotline is voice acted and very well, I must add, if you want to find out every little detail of what is happening, the letters found around the game go into a lot more detail, some being very lengthy. I know many like myself do not like to always read every note. Having played through the game the first time without reading any of the extra notes or letters, I can tell you the voice acted narration does a fantastic job alone of explaining just enough detail to put across the story. The game itself is powered by Unreal Engine 4, which shows through. Stunning is the word. Much of the Conarium story takes place in areas with little to no light, but rather than be a dreary world lit with just the poor power of a flashlight, it's illuminated beautifully in many places by fantastic obelisks and other sources of light that I won't go into too much, as some play a big role in the gameplay. Going hand in hand with the lighting is the graphics and performance of the game. The graphics as well as the lighting fit the game and the style perfectly. The gritty and dark yet ever so calming and sometimes familiar graphics are simply amazing and somewhat reminiscent of Bioshock. Having the game illuminated so well with such amazing graphics sometimes comes at a cost when we talk about indie games, but Conarium runs smooth and clean with settings all maxed out. Graphics, story and lighting can only build so much in terms of suspense and wonderment in a game, and that's where the music and sound design come into play. The game has a deep and haunting soundtrack that captures the atmosphere perfectly, from creaking floorboards to fallen rocks. This game just seems to do it well right. During your journey for answers, you'll find yourself solving a few puzzles, not many, but enough, some of which are so easy and well a little bit disappointing, but others being seemingly impossible at times. At one point I was faced with a door, locked of course, with a strange 8-button combination. I was faced with this door after entering a dreamlike memory, and I was confined within the space of a 2-story house. I searched and searched the house for clues to unlock this mysterious door, only to be left with one solution: the process of elimination. Now, I'm sure I missed something somewhere that would easily help me with this problem, but maybe not. Luckily enough, I unlocked the door fairly quickly after trying multiple combinations. Like mentioned before, you will sometimes find yourself within living memories or backtracking to earlier areas or encounters. This at first was frustrating, but quickly became a way of answering questions you desperately wanted and needed to know. Without spoiling the main story, Conarium, I can tell you this for certain: if you like an adventure, if you like a great atmospheric story-driven horror game, alongside fantastic voiceovers, graphics and sound design all neatly bundled into Unreal 4, you're going to love Conarium. Oh, and I forgot to mention the game has multiple endings. So with all that being said, you may be asking, how much is this game and what are my thoughts on its price? Well, the game is currently on Steam for around $20. And my first playthrough was just under 4 hours and only 49% of the story was uncovered. So it's a little bit pricey for a one-time playthrough, but if you go back into it and play through it again for a second or maybe even a third ending, then the $20 price tag seems to be perfect for this game. And the way the game draws you in and the way it tells its story, coming out of it almost feels like a trip to the movies. Fantastic, and I couldn't recommend it enough. So there we go. Once again, an amazing game and a fantastic story. So if you liked my review of Conarium or found it in any way helpful and would like to support future reviews, please do check out my Patreon. Patreon helps me and my channel grow further and helps bring new and exciting content to our channel. Please also remember to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and of course, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.